The temperature was 63 degrees Fahrenheit, or 17 degrees Celsius, the dew point 55, and the relative humidity 75%. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.88 inches and rising. Looking around the area, across central Iowa, temperatures were between 61 and 64 degrees. At Ames, a thunderstorm was reported. Rain was falling at Boone, Marshalltown, and Perry. It was cloudy at Newton and Encanade. Here are some conditions elsewhere in Iowa. At the Quad Cities, rain was falling with a temperature of 59. It was partly cloudy with a temperature of 64 at Spencer, 66 at Omaha Council Bluffs, and 62 at Sioux City. It was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 56 at Mason City and 64 at Lamoni. It was cloudy with a temperature of 63 at Waterloo and 60 at Ottumwa. Now for a few weather conditions around the region. At Kansas City, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 67 degrees. At Grand Island, it was clear. The temperature was 63 degrees. At Sioux Falls, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 54 degrees. At Minneapolis, St. Paul, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 61 degrees. Once again at 7 a.m. in Des Moines, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 degrees Celsius. A strong thunderstorm will impact northwestern Madison, southern Guthrie, northeastern Adair, and southwestern Dallas counties through 7:45 a.m. At 7:07 a.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 6 miles northwest of Stewart, or 8 miles southeast of Guthrie Center, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and nickel-size hail and additional rainfall up to 1 inch. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Fogging of water on roadways, low visibilities, and rises in small streams and creeks. Locations impacted include Adel, Guthrie Center, Stewart, Dallas Center, Earlham, Sonora, DeSoto, Lake Panorama, Redfield, Adair, Dexter, Casey, Diamond Head Lake, Menlo, and Linden. This includes Interstate 80 between mile markers 81 and 110. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Frequent cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Lightning can strike 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. Seek a safe shelter inside a building or vehicle. Now,
well, happy Tuesday, kids. It is September 19, Tuesday morning. It's about 7:30 a.m. You would never know it looking out the window. It looks like night. Yeah, there's some major, massive, big old, ugly, menacing-looking storms brewing over Iowa today, unfortunately. We are on I-35 south. We are heading down towards Des Moines, where we will pick up Interstate 80 and head west to Shelby, Iowa, which is approaching the border of Nebraska. Yeah, and just our luck, the heaviest storm cover right now is exactly where we're driving. So it is getting ugly. We are down to 60 miles per hour now. We're probably going to drop it down a little further, just because it is windy as hell. So I had a couple of wind gust blasts that knocked the truck sideways pretty good, and we're not light. This is an unusually heavy trailer, thank God, for Menards, because Menards loads generally are not terribly heavy. This one, however, it is, I mean, it's not 80,000 pound heavy, but it's heavy, so I'm actually very glad about that. That decreases the chances of being blown over. But for all you new drivers out there, you know, don't be overly timid and too scared, but fear is a good thing. And when you're driving along and you get hit by a sideways blast that sends you over into the next lane, That's Mother Nature telling you something. Yeah, do not drive fast in this kind of stuff. You know, sustained winds actually are in a way a little bit easier to deal with because you can kind of feel your way through them. But the problem with these stormy situations is that you'll get these lulls and then bam, you get blasted full on from the side by like 40, 50 mile per hour gusts. And your truck is an enormous wind sail. So they will push you around all over the place. So the only way to fight wind is to slow down. And if it gets so bad that even slowing down doesn't help, that's when you park. This is not the time to be a hero. This is not the time to be an ego, you know, driven, hey, I'm super trucker, I'll get through it, nothing scares me. That's just stupidity. Do not mess around with Mother Nature. Drive for conditions. It's very, very key aspect of what you're doing when you drive one of these big, massive trucks. You don't want to kill anybody, you don't want to kill yourself, and there is no load that is worth being knocked over into a ditch. You know, yes, the customers want their freight, but they would rather have their freight late because of weather than having to pick it out of a ditch. So anyway, we are motoring along here, bow to the wind, and cutting a nice wake. And I'll keep you posted. This is some crazy, crazy stuff. But hey, that's what you sign up for when you drive a truck. Alright, well, it looks like we came out the other side of the storm alright and unscathed. Thankfully. It got ugly there for a while, but thankfully we are now on Interstate 80 going west, and thankfully the storm, instead of sticking over 80 as it often does, it blew north, which is great. So let it go north where all the farm fields need the water, and yeah, stay nice and clear here on Interstate 80 where all of us trucks need to go. So we are about 1 hour, actually, according to the GPS, exactly 1 hour away from Shelby to the Menards Distribution Center in Shelby, Iowa, and we will be doing a drop and hook there and taking that loaded trailer to a Menards store in Springfield, Missouri. And according to the satellite, I looked, as I always do, anytime I'm going, anywhere I go, I look on the satellite to see the lay of the land and see where the truck entrance is and all that good stuff. And gave it a peek, and it's showing as a chunk of farm field on the satellite, which means it's a relatively new store, so that's kind of cool. So that will be a nice long journey. I believe it's down I-29 if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be skirting along the western border of Iowa and getting down into Missouri and then heading over to Springfield. So should be a nice long drive. Yesterday I did 580 miles, 580, not too shabby. Would have been nice to eke out another 20 to make it an even 600, but hey, what are you going to do? So, just didn't have the time on the old clock. So anyhow, we are en route and we should be there actually a little bit ahead of schedule. So considering the weather, I am happy about that. Alright, we are arriving at the Shelby, Iowa Menards DC. I have never been to this one, so this is cool. Just need to shut her up. My goodness, you'd think one of these days I would just like remember to shut the damn things off before I turn the cameras on, but hey, you know, what fun would that be? You need to hear some squawking GPS too. So yeah, we are here. I guess this is the gate. I hope it's the gate. It looks a lot like Holiday City in the way they got it set up, but let's see what this place is like. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't been here yet. So I'm going to turn it off for now. More later. Alright, we have to go over this way and and go through some sort of an open fence, he said, and then receiving's going to be on the left. So, simple enough, I hope. Well, let's see what we got here. So, yeah, a bunch of trailers. So I would say, oh, this is actually a bigger one than I thought. I looked at it on the satellite. It did look pretty big, but yeah, now that I'm here, I think it's even bigger than I thought. Good size DC. Okay, through the open fence, he said. I guess he neglected to say around the corner and through the open fence. Yeah, there's an opening in the fence. Yeah, it's funny that gate guards oftentimes, they get so used to repeating the same stuff to people that I'm convinced that they don't even realize that they're doing it a lot of the time. I mean, some of them just want to be jerks and they do it on purpose, but I think the majority of them, they say what they need to say so fast, and then if you don't catch every second of it, then they get aggravated. And it's like, you know, the poor driver has never been here, has no idea what your system and processing and procedures and all that kind of stuff is, and then the gate guard just like, okay, you got to go blah 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 blah. And if you're the guy that says, oh wait, what? Then they kind of go, oh, okay, you gotta, you know, and then they repeat it like, you know, you're being an asshole to them or something. It's like, okay. Anyhow, enough of my babbling. I think we have arrived at the correct spot. And let's see where they want this trailer. Okay, they want us to put this on a door for them, which I'm happy to do. That's fine. So evidently they need whatever's in this trailer right away. And that's all good. So I got a explanation of where this dock is. Let's hope I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, this is a bigger one. It's not as big as Plano. It's not as big as Holiday City. It's certainly not as big as Eau Claire, but it is a large DC. So we need to get to dock 305. Those are the 400 buildings, and evidently I gotta go all the way around this building. Right, 305 should be out ahead of us, and let's make sure that when we back this thing into the door that we don't bump into any of these slabs of granite and marble. That would be really bad. Although I think it's all manufactured. Yeah, it looks like manufactured stuff. It ain't the real thing. At least most of it isn't. Some of it might be. But most of it looks manufactured, which is not a bad thing, because manufactured faux stone actually is more hygienic. It's less porous. There you go. I even know a little bit about counters. Could you tell I built a few houses? Yeah. Back in a former lifetime. All right. Let's see if we're anywhere close. Not even a little bit. Well, let's go open our doors. All right. Hide the kids, hide the wife, here I come.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Well, state of Missouri, I think you won the contest. And the contest is, which state has the most clueless, stupid, and dangerous drivers in the country? Good Lord. So yes, we are in Missouri, or Misery, heading down towards Springfield, and oh my goodness, I don't think I have been cut off so many times in such a short time frame by people that have absolutely no idea that they're doing anything wrong. It's astounding to me. How can you be so dumb? I had people, I'm coming up on the left, coming up next to me on the top of a hill. Now what does something that's very large and heavy do when it starts going down a hill? Anybody? Anybody have a guess? You know what these wing nuts do? They come right past, get in front of my nose, like literally no room, just cut right in front of the truck that's coming down the hill and start slowing down because they're afraid they might start going too fast. It's like, you moron, you've got a 70,000 plus pound truck 2 feet off of your bumper. Why are you hitting your brakes going downhill? Oh my God. So yes, please allow me just to vent for just a few seconds and I'm going to get it off my chest and then I'll be done. But it's amazing. I had another person come onto the highway. I'm doing 70 in a semi-truck in the right lane. This person comes in, merges in the right lane, and I'm thinking, okay, you know, there's plenty of space. Any day now they're going to start taking off. Well, I've got traffic on my left. I can't move. I am not kidding you. This is a 70 mile per hour highway. The person was doing 35 miles per hour and stayed at 35 miles per hour. Had they looked in their rear view, they would have seen this gigantic white truck barreling down on their ass end at 70 miles per hour. You think they'd move? You think they'd hit the no, 35 miles per hour, that's where they stuck. Unfreaking believable. The stupidity. It's breathtaking. How these people are still alive is beyond me. So Missouri, you win. You have absolutely the worst drivers I have ever seen in my life. And I have been in a lot of places. And I have driven in a lot of places. You guys are worse than freaking Florida. And we are slowly eking our way closer and closer to Springfield, Missouri. I think I have seen the 23rd billboard for Fantastic Caves. And you don't have to walk, you can be driven through. Isn't that great? Don't get any exercise. God forbid you should walk through a cave and look at it. No, we're going to drive you through in Jeeps. Oh, how wonderfully American that is. Anyway, nice scenery though. This is a very pretty part of the state. And what I was saying earlier about the bad drivers, I think I'm gonna chalk that up to being the Kansas City area of Missouri, and maybe not the entire state, because I haven't been cut off in quite some time. So I think once you're out of the Kansas City kind of region, people start becoming a little bit more normal as far as being a little clued in and courteous on the road. So anyhow, the one thing before I forget, because I keep forgetting and I just remembered it, I wanted to get people's opinions on the forward-facing camera. I I think at one point, one of the videos, I think it was just like the reveal of the company, and I angled the camera a little bit slightly downward so that you could see the hood, and you could see the company logo decal on the hood. And I thought it looked kind of cool, so I did it again. So these next few videos have it angled a little bit downward like that, so you can see the hood a little better. And I just wanted to get people's opinion on which they prefer, or if they have a preference, if they don't care one way or the other, or so maybe if you could let me know in the comments, I would really appreciate that. Just let me know if you prefer to see it with a little bit of the hood the way I've got it now, or just seeing the two hood mirrors in the lower corners. Just curious to see what people's opinions are. And we are about 45 minutes away from our destination, and yeah, when we pull in there, I will have a little under an hour and a half left on my clock, and that's perfect, so they can offload me, and that'll usually take between a half hour and an hour, so I'll have anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour left on my clock. And I'm going to ask them if I can stay there. Hopefully they'll let me, because I'm already tired. So, but man, do I have the best office view in the world or what? Anyway, sorry. Squirrel! Look! Shiny! Oh, there you go. That's a good way to die, my friend. Yeah, cut in front of that pickup truck coming down a hill at 72 miles per hour. Or, yeah, anyway. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness, I'm being a ditz today, and I don't even have blonde hair. And no, I don't actually believe that blondes are all ditzy. All right, just have a sense of humor. I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully they'll let me stay there. If not, I'll still have a little bit of time left on my clock to hopefully find a place to stay for the night. And I already have my load assignment for tomorrow, which is very typical of my rockstar dispatcher and all of the dispatching team over there in Lithuania. They are on the ball, and I'm picking up from some sort of a company in Springfield and bringing that load up to West Chicago, which is very near our terminal. So looks like I'll just grab that, get loaded, and head up to our terminal and spend the night there, and then it delivers first thing on Thursday morning. So that's kind of nice. So looking forward to that. And yeah, that's about it.